Dillon Gabriel takes another unexpected hit that leaves Shedeur Sanders smiling in the shadows. Sanders' 2025 NFL draft pick position shouldn't hold him back in Cleveland. As the Cleveland Browns prepare for the 2025 season, attention is turning toward one of the most compelling quarterback competitions in the NFL between Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, and Dillon Gabriel. But why has the latter just received a big blow? The Ohio-based team, coming off a tumultuous campaign, made headlines by drafting not just one, but two rookie quarterbacks as they look to improve on a 3-14 record at the Huntington Bank Field. Both are talented, both are unproven, and both are now in a battle that could define their professional futures as they look to depose the veteran guard of Flacco, Pickett, and Deshaun Watson. The decision to invest draft capital in Gabriel and Sanders signals that the team is also thinking long-term, and the sports analyst, Chris Broussard, weighed in on who might be more NFL-ready. "It's got to be Shedeur," Broussard told the First Things First show on FLX. "Gabriel is even the projections were career backup at best. Shedeur, at least potential is there to be a starter, and virtually everyone going into the draft believed that. But I think Shedeur is better than Dillon Gabriel, and I think he'll show it as they go forward." Is Broussard right about Shedeur Sanders? The higher draft status of Gabriel initially gave him an edge in the eyes of the Browns coaching staff, with fears surrounding Shedeur's commitment to the sport amid his off-field hobbies, interests, and personality. However, according to Wright, that advantage might mean little if the Colorado Buffaloes alumni can quickly prove he can outperform his counterpart in practice and during preseason opportunities. The Browns value Gabriel more, Wright countered. They took him in the 3rd round, and they took Shedeur in the 5th round. With that being acknowledged, it's a big problem for Shedeur if the answer to the question isn't him. If Shedeur wants a chance to prove his believers right now, his singular battle is to move ahead of Gabriel in the depth chart. Wright emphasized that while neither rookie is expected to open the season as the starter, the one who shows greater growth through OTAs and training camp could be the first to receive meaningful snaps, particularly if Flacco falters early. So the implications are significant. The pair are fighting to be second chair, which could quickly become the starting gig if the 40-year-old NFL veteran's body can't hold up to the demands of full-time professional football. Regardless of how the depth chart shakes out, this quarterback competition is one of the most intriguing in the league, and that picture might get all the more interesting if the 29-year-old Sanders can return from injury sooner than expected. The stadium lights blaze like twin suns, casting long shadows across the field as the 3rd quarter wound down. The score was close, too close, and the tension was thick enough to cut with a cleat. Dillon Gabriel, Oklahoma's pride turned Oregon's latest prodigy, was in command, calm, decisive, the kind of quarterback who drew eyes and headlines. But as he lined up for what was supposed to be a routine 3rd and 6, the defense on the other side had different plans. Boom. A blitz came from the blind side. Nobody saw it coming. Gabriel hit the turf hard, again. The stadium gasped in unison. Trainers ran. Cameras zoomed. The broadcasters dropped their tones. Was this déjà vu or just the new normal? Up at a luxury box, high above the action, Shedeur Sanders leaned back in his chair, watching through the glass. He wasn't scheduled to play tonight. Colorado had a bye week, and Shedeur, ever the showman, had shown up in all black. Hoodie, shades, chain, and that calm, signature smirk. And now, that smirk grew wider. He didn't cheer. He didn't point. But there was a glint in his eye, something between satisfaction and strategy. It wasn't joy at another man's misfortune. It was recognition.